Алло. И... Алло. Как меня слышно? Меня слышно вообще? Ну что, 1,5 часа будем общаться и ждать, пока пройдет 96 минут до начала трансляции. Как вы думаете? Так. Как дела? Как настрой? Готовы ли вы к Майнкон Лайв? Точнее, Майнкрафт Лайв. Знаете, у меня сейчас такая задержка, я самого себя слышу с задержкой около 40 секунд. И ну, не 40, около 30, поэтому так весело слышать себя, синхронно появляющиеся комментарии. С немаленькой такой задержкой. Я немного... Так, это мой кусок. Так. А у нас только 2 человека. Я, возможно, ошибаюсь, но, скорее всего, у нас... да, у нас 2 зрителя. У нас 2 зрителя, и то, что сейчас смотрит 3, это дело в том, что у меня открыто окно управления YouTube Studio, в котором проигрывается в маленьком окошечке то, что вот сейчас проигрывается. И я... Возможно, он просто показывает количество... А вот нет, у нас уже 3 зрителя. Добрый день. Все, кто присоединяются. У нас еще целая куча времени. Возможно, он просто показывает количество... А вот нет, у нас уже 3 зрителя. Итак, дорогие друзья, да, я действительно достаточно давно хотел сказать, что у меня не было видео на канале, но действительно хочу сказать, что у меня давно не было видео, но во-первых, нет у меня времени достаточно, во-вторых, нет у меня, как сказать, это уже не доставляет такой интерес, я сейчас более другим занимаюсь немного. Так, я смотрю, нам заходят люди. У нас уже 4 человека смотрят, а нет, уже 3. Жалко. И так. У меня небольшие проблемки. Я думаю, вы тоже слышите этот шум. Я сейчас включу шумоподавление. Я к чему? Дело в том, что я занимаюсь немного другим. У меня есть еще... Я опять-таки занимаюсь созданием программ интересных. Я сейчас веду разработку чего-то очень интересного, что, возможно, будет полезным. Так, и отлично, отлично. Нас кто-то покинул, это очень жалко. Нам очень жалко. У нас 3 зрителя. Так. Здравствуйте, здравствуйте. Пишите в чат пока, потому что у нас еще 90 минут до начала трансляции. Это еще, хочу сказать, это в 23:00 начинается только сама трансляция. То есть пока они будут не маленькое время, так сказать, показывать просто заставку. На разных языках, кстати. Какое-то время они будут... Какое-то время они будут как сказать... Какое-то время они будут... У них будет пришел 20 минут и... На разных языках. Какое-то время они будут... Какое-то время они будут... Как сказать... Какое-то время они будут... У них будет пришел 20 минут и... Так, извините, я уже услышал это отвратительный звук. Я теперь понял, что я не смогу прослушать, что идет у меня. Я уже решил все проблемы, поэтому... Так, все хорошо. У нас осталось 88 минут до начала трансляции. тем, кто сейчас подошел. Мы ждем Майкон, так как мы начали очень рано. И поэтому присоединяйтесь, пока готовьтесь, не закрывайте трансляцию. Вот-вот мы уже начнем. Вот, буквально чуть-чуть осталось времени. Итак, буквально скоро мы начнем, потому что уже осталось до Майнкон не так много времени, уже 80 минут осталось. И поэтому... Так, одну секунду. И ввиду того, что мы начали очень рано, действительно очень рано, из-за того, что до Майнкон еще куча времени, им нужно еще подготовиться. Мы уже вышли в эфир, нам придется немного подождать этого. Так, не уходите, ждите. Ну, а я пока, наверное, сменю музыку, а то как-то это уже надоело. Если что, пишите в чат, я все время здесь. Здравствуйте, сейчас это ждем людей и как надо подождать немного, чтобы сам Майнкрафт, сама компания Моджинг позволила уже начать трансляцию, потому что осталось 72 минуты всего до начала. Если так будет удобнее, то я могу сделать вот так. Но это опять-таки на ваше усмотрение. Итак, осталось всего 54 минуты и 40 примерно секунд до начала майнкона. Я хочу сказать, что я готов уже. И мы ждем того, когда начнется трансляция, и мы обязательно ждем того, чтобы начался сам майнкон. Это будет грандиозное зрелище, потому что они обещают сломать все правила, все, что может, все возможные, весь возможный порядок представления чего-либо нового. Они хотят просто его всего переломать анонсом чего-то супер, 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 еще с 10-20 раз супер, что крутого, что-то нового. Поэтому обязательно оставайтесь, готовьтесь. Нам осталось всего лишь 53 минуты. Да, это немного не всего лишь, но это практически половина от того времени, когда мы начали трансляцию. Так, дорогие друзья, ждите а я, как всегда, переключаю музыку и скоро вернусь. Итак, мы скоро начнем, потому что скоро уже будет майнкон. Нам осталось 52 минуты. И я скоро вернусь, как только останется немного поменьше. Друзья, осталось всего лишь 50 минут. Приходите быстрее, зовите всех своих друзей, чтобы они приходили сюда, потому что мы скоро начнем. Я, конечно же, буду не просто ретранслировать не просто буду как мертвые грузы с задержкой, я буду, конечно же, все переводить, я, конечно же, буду, если что-то будет непонятно, я буду отвечать на вопросы в чате. Ну, а тем временем до начала пришел, осталось около 49 минут. Обязательно оставайтесь, обязательно смотрите. Ну, а я вернусь немного попозже, когда уже останется немного поменьше времени. Обязательно зовите всех, кому будет интересно. Так. Одну секунду буквально мне нужно. Так, ну что. Остается всего около 30 минут. Но я сейчас посмотрел, немного полистал твиттер моджингов. Они почему-то говорят, что возможно буквально через 3 секунды, примерно через 3 минуты начнется, как она называется, всемирная трансляция. Так вот, короче, будьте готовы, собирайтесь быстрее, все собирайте. Вот-вот начнется Майнкон. Вот-вот начнется Майнкон Лайв, поэтому быстрее. Так, давай, ребят, готовьтесь, вот-вот начнется буквально Майнкон. Я сейчас смотрю, нас смотрит, мне очень интересно, какой... Нет, я не в обиду. Мне просто серьезно интересно, у меня открыт график аналитики, сколько людей нас смотрит 4 человека, один из них я, и мне правда, и у меня уже более 18 воспроизведений, и у меня очень скачет график, потому что один человек, видимо, кто-то обновляет регулярно страницу, проверяет. Но, ребята, давайте, готовьтесь, вот-вот, уже сейчас идут у них последние приготовления. У них сейчас, там, где будет проходить фестиваль, у них 11:30 дня, да, у нас в России уже намного больше, очень намного, во всяком случае, в моем часовом поясе уже 22:31, и я, с вашего позволения, включу какую-нибудь другую музыку и сам пойду подготовлюсь. Поэтому меня буквально 2 секунды не будет с вами. Я уйду буквально на 2 секунды, но я потом опять приду. Ну еще пишите в чат, если нужно будет изменить музыку какую-то, потому что это уже, честно говоря, надоедает. Так, дорогие друзья, начинается Майнкрафт пресс-шоу. Я прошу вас подготовиться, занять свои места. Буквально 3 минуты остается. Буквально 5 минут. Да, с самого начала. Я уже так, готов друзья, полностью. Начинается Майнкрафт пресс-шоу. Я прошу вас. Так, занять своим. Я выключу вот это.
Hey, what's going on? My name's Anthony, or Big B Stats, and welcome to Minecraft Live. I'm going to take this time and explain a little bit about myself and my relationship and history with Minecraft. It all started back in 2012. I didn't have a PC to where I could run Minecraft, so I waited for it to come out on Xbox. I got it and I just fell in love with it. I went to events, I met a lot of people, and I get a chance to do this right now, all because of Minecraft. That's allowed me to have this opportunity. I was also a part of the Minecraft live show back in 2018, which was the first time they brought on creators, and it was just incredible. But it's a brand new year, and this is just going to be phenomenal. Now this year is the community pre-show, so you're going to hear a little bit about what's coming today. Also, we're going to hear from a few of our friends and what their year has been like, and what we love to see coming to Minecraft Live this year. Now, if you do speak another language besides English, don't worry, we're working with community rebroadcasters who speak other languages that are helping localize the broadcast. So head over to minecraft.net/live to view the list of rebroadcasters. Now there's a very special person I want to introduce you to, and this is a person that you can just feel their energy through the screen. You know, if you ever just look at someone, it's like, wow, this person has so much energy. They have made my day feel better, and this person is going to be Shovel. So here she is.
Thanks, Big B. Hello, I'm Shovel, and welcome to
Привет, меня
my
зовут
house.
Шабл, и
I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. You might recognize me
я
from last
желаю
year's
вам
event,
оставаться,
or you might not. I was blonde back then.
тепло и
I'm a longtime
хорошо.
Minecrafter, YouTuber, and lover of all
Я
things that let my
Minecraft
imagination
ютубер
run
и
wild. I'm also a
много
known
еще
cat
чего.
lover, and I would love to show you one of mine, but every cat owner knows you cannot tell them what to do. Anyway, we're gonna
но
start with the
любой
pre-show, where we're
владелец,
gonna look at the last year in Minecraft. I've
основное
had my own
шоу
exciting year in
большое,
Minecraft. I was crowned a Minecraft
большой
champion
анонс прямо на
twice.
старте.
And then later we're going to join some of the
Обновление,
members of the community and some members of the
обновление
Mojang
и
team
голосование
to
за
see what's
мобов,
coming next.
Minecraft Dungeons,
I'm most
Minecraft
excited
Prof
about the
и
mob
очень
vote,
много
but I heard there's
всего.
something big being revealed right at the beginning.
Это
So don't go anywhere. I'll be here watching too to find out what it is. So grab a snack and some water and let's get into it.
Давайте войдем.
Was that good? Did I do good? Should I have worn the crown? I tend to demand more respect when I'm wearing the
Я
crown.
буду выглядеть так более
Hello
респектабельно.
everyone, I'm Mariel,
Привет,
also known as
привет,
Marielitai.
я
You may
Mariel.
know me from a
Я-
couple of Minecraft series that I participated in, like
И
Harmony
мне ещё-
Hollow,
я
Mariel
ещё
Craft,
известна
and
как
Gamecraft,
Mariel.
just to name a
Я
few.
сделала
But I'm
много
also known in the
Minecraft
community for my innate ability to break the game.
И
Randomly,
все
for
знают
no
меня
reason
как
whatsoever, it just
благодаря
happens
чёрному
completely out of my control,
умению
completely out of my
ломать
hands.
игру.
I've had so many bugs and glitches happen to me that it's become this running joke on my channel,
Я
and
знаю,
it's
настолько
hilarious.
много
Now,
багов и
this year has
гличей
actually been a pretty
произошедших
exciting
из-за
year.
меня.
I was able to participate in one of the Minecraft championships,
Я хотел
and I
бы
also made a
представить
ton of
Minecraft
new friends playing
Championship
Minecraft Dungeons. That was pretty cool and
в
awesome.
Minecraft
But
Dungeon.
today I'm here at the
Это-
Minecraft Live community pre-show to talk to you all about something very exciting. The mob voting process.
И
Turns out
сегодня мы
that Minecraft
расскажем
is
немного
bringing
про,
3 new mobs for all of us to check out and get to know.
голосование за
We
мобов.
have the Moobloom from
Moobloom.
Minecraft Earth,
Это
the Iceologer from Minecraft
Iceologer.
Dungeons, and last but certainly not least, the Glow Squid, a mysterious new mob
светящийся
that's
squid.
also from Minecraft Earth. But you may be wondering which one's going to be added to the game. Well, that's up to
Вы, наверное,
you,
думаете,
the
какой
community,
из
to
них будет
decide.
добавлен.
Because throughout
Это
the show, all of
вам
you are
нужно
going to be
зайти
able to
на
vote for your
Minecraft,
favorite mob on the
голосовать
Minecraft
Minecraft,
Twitter
чтобы
page,
понять.
as long as you're signed in. There's also going to be multiple voting
Чтобы
rounds, so make
проголосовать
sure you
вовремя.
keep an eye on the vote because things can change very quickly and we need to make sure that the best mob wins, and that one, in my opinion, is the Glow Squid. Because that's the one that I'm rooting for, and that's the one that I'm going to be voting for.
Это светящийся
Anywho,
сквид.
that's going to be it for me, but be sure to stick around to find out more about these brand new Minecraft mobs.
Thanks, Marielle. Well, I
Спасибо,
just want to
Мария.
say I actually want all the mobs if that's even possible. Can we make that happen? Now, one of my favorite things this year to come to Minecraft is the 1.16 Nether update. There wasn't much to do in the Nether, in my personal opinion. And this update, I think everyone enjoyed it. Me personally, I was already a little bit afraid of the Nether, but now I'm even more scared. But in a good way. It makes me want to go there. Makes me want to do things. And there's so much that you can do in the Nether. And the fact that this is the same game, they make the updates so great that it feels like a whole new game. You get that whole new experience all over again. But that's just my story. But here are some more stories from a few creators and friends around the world.
Hello everyone, my
Привет
name
всем.
is Gemini
Меня
Tay.
зовут
I am a
Gemini Tay.
Minecraft builder and
Я
content creator on both
просто
YouTube and
и
Twitch. I love using
создатель
Minecraft
контента.
as a platform to create art.
Я
And this
люблю
year I've
Minecraft
had a
за
particularly
платформу как,
amazing time doing
создание,
so. I was invited to the early access
арта.
beta for Minecraft with RTX on Windows 10
И
edition.
мне очень
And oh my
понравилось в этом
gosh,
году
it was
добавление
incredible.
Minecraft RTX.
Minecraft with RTX adds so
Для
many new amazing
Ми-
properties to the game. The
Она
new
имеет
reflections
такие
and light emissivity is incredible. Being
Его
able to use
прекрасно-
light
и-
as a
вот
building
это
block
просто
in the game
прекрасно.
is something I've looked forward to for such a long time. And it's finally here.
И это
Definitely
наконец-то
have
здесь.
had such an amazing time using that to my advantage to create more depth and dimension in my Minecraft worlds.
Fala galera, eu sou o Forever Play Games, crio conteúdo de Minecraft pro YouTube há mais de 8 anos e hoje vim aqui falar pra vocês as duas coisas que eu mais gostei do update do Nether. Então beleza, estou aqui no meu mundo onde eu jogo no modo sobrevivência, não uso o criativo pra nada. E como uma pessoa que joga muito Minecraft mesmo, uma das coisas que eu mais gostei do update do Nether foram os blocos novos. Então se você der uma olhada daqui, eu fiz um portal que vai pro meu Nether utilizando os novos blocos. E cara, é sério, eu fiquei apaixonado nas possibilidades que a 1.16 trouxe pra gente no termo de criação, cara. Esse fogo azul e essa blackstone são muito lindos e dá pra você fazer ambientes totalmente diferentes diferente de antes. E passando para nossa segunda coisa, nós chegamos nos novos biomas. E isso eu acho que foi uma coisa que a Mojang focou muito em tentar deixar o jogo mais vivo. E cara, pra quem joga Minecraft há muitos anos, é muito divertido olhar o Nether que a gente já conhece de uma forma tão diferente assim.
Hey everyone, I'm Mac and Cheese Please, a Minecraft YouTube content creator and Twitch streamer. My favorite memory from Minecraft this year has got to be when we defeated the Ender Dragon for the very first time. I have never seen this fight before and had no idea what to expect. We spent hours and hours preparing and defeated the Ender Dragon our first try in about 15 minutes. It was so much fun. I cannot wait to see what Minecraft has in store for us this year.
Настолько здорово. Слушайте. Короля. Вещи. Одна из пещер королей. Буквально 14 минут осталось до основного шоу. Да, это прям...
Hey Minecraft Live, I'm Nick Pickett.
And I'm Elliot Choi.
And we built a one-to-one replica of the University of California, Berkeley with 200 of our fellow students, faculty, and alumni and hosted a virtual graduation there. During the ceremony, we had the pleasure of working with the university, a production company, and dozens of our own builders to produce a graduation unlike any seen before. We had 7 speakers join us that day, including our school's chancellor and Minecraft's own Lydia Winters.
In addition to the ceremony, we invited the Global Class of 2020 to a 2-day music festival with over 60 artists performing back-to-back to celebrate. With the help of some of the most talented builders and developers, we hosted it all in a reimagined version of Berkeley's Greek Theater.
This project grew to scales that we never expected.
On top of all of this, we decided to take all this attention we were getting and put it towards a good cause, which is why we partnered with a charity to raise thousands of dollars to support pandemic relief.
From all of us in the Blockley team, we hope you're enjoying Minecraft Live.
Okay, so we've heard about how 2020's been for a few people within the community, but what's next for Minecraft? Now, there's already a lot of things in Minecraft, but if there was one thing that I would want to see is something that would fly, some type of creature, maybe a monster, and you would be walking out on just a nice sunny day, you know, maybe just mining or doing some crafting or in your farm, and next thing you know, something would swoop down, not a phantom, and it would actually pick you up and take you through the sky. I think that would be really cool, but maybe that will never happen. Now, the community has always speculated what the next big update for Minecraft could be. A new mob, a new boss, a new biome. And as you're making your guesses right now, I would assume, we're gonna go ahead and throw some more ideas in the mix.
Well, hello there, Minecraft Live. Good times with Scar here, and I am a content creator and a member of the Hermitcraft server, and I have now been playing Minecraft for 10 years. This is my 10-year month anniversary, and what better way to celebrate 10 years playing Minecraft but to hang out with you here at Minecraft Live and to speculate on what we'd like to see added to Minecraft. And way back in the day when they added colored glass to the game, I thought, how cool would it be if these naturally generated in caves as if they were crystals, just colored crystals hanging from the caves just to add a little life, a little energy to the caves. And I thought that would be fun, but let's take this up a notch. Say we're down in the caves and we break open a wall into a gigantic cave with cathedral ceilings, crystals hanging down from the ceilings, and these crystals come in all the variety of colors in Minecraft, and we pick out one that we like. Say we're going to pick out the orange one, and we knock down that orange crystal, and we can take the fragments of this orange crystal and put it in a torch or put it in a lantern, and we're now casting orange light in Minecraft. That is right. We can now cast colored light of all varieties in Minecraft via torches or lanterns to add more atmosphere and more design possibilities with our builds. Just imagine your builds now, but being illuminated with color light. How amazing would that be? Now, another thing I'd love to see added to Minecraft is some way of auto-loading and ejecting music discs from a jukebox. So now we have colored light in the game along with auto-playing music. We have basically together here created a disco in Minecraft, and that sounds absolutely amazing. So let me know what you think of those ideas, and I cannot wait to find out what for real is coming soon.
Hey everyone, it's Drew. We have been huge fans of Minecraft since the very beginning and have so much fun creating videos.
From silly build competitions to our epic survival series.
Creativity is literally limitless in Minecraft.
That's why we're so excited for the glow squid.
Ooh, we could build a glowing underwater city.
Yes.
That'd be so cool.
Yes. I wonder what we'd be able to craft. Maybe we'll be able to craft glowing armor.
I wonder what sound the glow squid makes. Like this.
Они просто разговаривают про то, что можно было бы светящегося сделать в Майнкрафте. Пока.
안녕하세요 마인콘 시청자 여러분들. 저는 유튜브에서 마인크래프트 채널을 운영 중인 엠렘이라고 합니다. 저는 8년 동안 마인크래프트를 즐기고 있는 만큼 저에게 있어서 마인크래프트란 제 일상에서 정말 큰 부분을 차지하고 있는데요. 올해도 굉장히 많은 컨텐츠를 녹화하고 업로드했는데 그 중에서 야생 관련 컨텐츠와 팬분들이 직접 만들어주신 컨텐츠들이 기억에 많이 남습니다. 마인크래프트에는 여러 바이옴이 존재하는데 그 바이옴 특색에 맞게 새로운 블록 아이템들과 몹들이 더 추가됐으면 좋겠습니다. 특히 바다를 굉장히 좋아하기 때문에 마인크래프트 바다에 더 멋지고 예쁜 블록과 강력한 보스몹이 추가되길 바라고 있습니다. 이상으로 여러분들에게 저 램램도 아니고 마인크래프트에서 보고 싶은 여러 가지들을 말해보았습니다. 항상 저에게 좋은 추억을 주는 마인크래프트 정말 감사하고요. 여러분들도 계속해서 마인크래프트 라이브쇼 많이 시청해주세요. 그럼 안녕!
Hello, my name is Escalade5 and I'm a Minecrafter, and today is a big day. It's an omega big day today because it's one of these days where we get to know the latest and the greatest surrounding Minecraft. Now, being a big action RPG fan, I've obviously been completely stuck with Dungeons since it came out, and we've already got lots of new stuff. Like we got the winter update, we got the jungle update. I wonder if they're gonna make another like themed upgrade, maybe mountains, like dungeons goes Everest, or maybe an oceanic update. That'd be kind of weird, swimming around underground and stuff like that. Anyway, personally, I'm hoping for two things. I'm hoping that we'd be able to customize our little character a little bit more, like the visuals of the character. I'd love to see like being able to get a skin that's outside the game into the game. That would be absolutely amazing. And I would really like to be able to change up that little base area, add things, maybe put things on the wall. You find a cool sword, put it on the wall, memorize it. That would be absolutely amazing.
You know, that's a very good point. I wonder what's coming next in Dungeons. Well, I guess we'll have to see. Thank you from me and everyone you've seen so far for watching the pre-show. Minecraft Live is just about to start, but we're such a small part of this community. So let's see some other great moments from this year in Minecraft. Thanks, everyone. Bye!
I earned this crown the last time. I get to wear it until I am dethroned, which means I can wear it the whole time until then. There's a lot more rainbow because it is in honor of it being Pride Month.
Was geht ab, Leute? Heute spielen wir Minecraft.
Сегодня мы играем в Minecraft. Это действительно здесь.
完全にここにあるよ、本当に。だってもうズームもできるし。
So I don't know if I
mentioned this already, but I really want to use the real Minecraft hearts that come out from the pets when you give them a treat. So I just went into Feather Adventures and I made a green screen inside of the dog's house and for feathers as well.
Así es, llegamos con el Nether Update en donde van a agregar nuevos biomas, animales, mobs, hasta puede haber alimento ahí dentro del Nether. Cuando se nos hubiera ocurrido eso, así que va a estar muy buena esta actualización que al fin llegó.
I mean, how can I not get excited about transforming the look and feel of Minecraft from this scene with RTX off to this with RTX on?
Когда RTX включен. Маленькая девочка любит пижаму. Мисс Миранч. О нет, я только что поткнулся, и маленькая девочка пришла. Что это значит? Конь. Маленький зоблин.
This is kind of blowing my mind.
Это просто взрывает мой мозг.
我乃齐天大圣孙悟空是也，身穿黄金锁子甲，头顶凤翅紫金冠，脚踏藕丝布云驴。
We've added these new adventure crystals that allow you to experience adventures in your home, in your backyard, or wherever you are, instead of needing to go out and discover them.
这个吃瓜亭呢，也应吃瓜群众们的要求啊，把上面的这个不对称棋盘换成了好多的瓜，同时可以有6个人在这吃瓜呢，想想都有点小兴奋。
I'm a bee. Did y'all see that? That was insanity. Yo, we stinging up in here. Check it out. I got a whole mess of powers. Y'all see them? It's bees. You can just keep spawning in all these bees. I'm literally just right-clicking constant. Now the bees that...
마인크래프트 던전스 굿즈.
이렇게
봐야 되네. 개봉해볼게요.
Я не могу ждать, чтобы распаковать это.
I found the mobs. I found them.
Я нашла мобов, я нашла.
Excuse me, I don't appreciate. No.
Нет.
Well, I gotta show you how to play my game. Are you watching?
Whoa, the bees are really angry.
Are you watching?
Dude, what did you do?
Dude, the bees are so mad. I'm just gonna leave you to it. Perhaps one of these other huts has something helpful in it instead. Oh my gosh! No, that's...
La abeja es el primer artrópodo del juego que muela. Los demás que hay en el juego son el pez de plata, los endermitas, las arañas.
Ok. Olha só tanto zumbi! Oi, zumbi! Tchau. Tchau. Tchau.
下一个任务是什么？分享一次家园获得50金币。3、2、1，茄子，分享给好友，就给你了，二哈的二哈哈。
Meu Deus,
Ой, боже, это большая свинья. Это Пумба. Где Тима? Какой Матата? Какой прекрасный день. Я приглашаю вас на
Challenge. Wir werden heute komplett Minecraft auf den Kopf stellen.
I'm taking this, okay? Dan, steady. What do I do with it? What do I do with it? It's on my head and I don't know what to do with it. Okay, give me an opportunity. Set me up.
Oh, there's a lot of zombies. Throw it, throw it, throw it.
Throw it in the middle.
Бросай это. Да. Ой, они такие милые. Он бросил мне что-то. О, боже мой, как это мило.
そしてね、毒針を刺した後まさかの死んでしまうこともあるんですね。ちょっと。
Den är glad. Okej. Och du är glad. Och du är glad. Nu, titta! Hahaha! Fast då har jag också förstört en sån där. Men...
Figata ragazzi, è tutto nuovo. Oh mio Dio, hanno cambiato il Nether. Ci sarà tantissimo da esplorare, io non vedo l'ora. Il fuoco blu!
Speaking of food, nom. What? Don't take all the cakes.
Стоп, не
El
забирай.
daño y cómo vas creciendo tú como personaje depende de dos cosas: el nivel.
Взгляните на него. Что произошло? Экран заморожен. О нет, я умею.
死んだ。で、どっから来るの？あ、いた。
Где он остался?
There they are. Look at them. Oh, they are so cute.
Посмотрите,
And
они
that,
такие милые.
right there, ladies and gentlemen, is our first bee nest.
Look at that. I love seeing like the haze, the light beams.
О нет.
Teleport to Spoonerism? Where did you die?
Why would you want to teleport to me?
Oh, I'm doing it now.
Oh no.
Я это делаю прямо сейчас.
What?
Что? Потому что я хочу плавать. Итак, дорогие друзья, начинается основное шоу. Прямо сейчас. В прямом эфире начинается Minecraft Live 2020. Сохраняйте ваши... сохраняйте уровень вашего здоровья. Mojang Studios представляет. О, опять. В прошлом году была похожая штука. Даже не похожая, практически такая же. Только в этот раз добавили новых. Это значит, что что-то будет про Minecraft Dungeons. Обязательно. Так, что-то будет про горы, про холод. Ой, снежная леса, да ладно. Светящиеся сквиды. Что же из этого всего будет? Держите, панды. И все животные собираются, чтобы нынче посмотреть Minecraft Live.
Hello and welcome to Minecraft Live 2020. I'm Lydia Winters, your host and chief storyteller for Mojang Studios. We're coming to you live from Stockholm, Sweden, the birthplace of Minecraft. Some of our amazing team members couldn't be here today, so we recorded the Minecraft Earth and Creator Tools segments in Redmond earlier this week. We are so thankful you're joining us. Before we get started, we want to acknowledge the number of challenges around the world right now, as well as the mental, physical, and emotional toll those challenges are taking on all of us. With that in mind, we want to give the opportunity today to take a breath, have fun, enjoy the games we love, and celebrate all of you, our incredible Minecraft community. It won't all be easy. You'll have to decide which mob to vote into the game, which, based on votes in previous years, will be super tough. You'll not only get to hear about what's coming to your favorite Minecraft games, you'll also hear directly from the development teams. We want you to leave today knowing about the exciting additions coming to Minecraft and also why our team has made those decisions. An insider's look at what's brewing at Mojang Studios. Today, we're kicking things off with the announcement of the... We're gonna tell you right now.
Она ведущая и главный рассказчик истории.
Hi, Agnes and Brandon. Hello. Let's do this.
Давайте сделаем это.
So, okay.
Хорошо.
The next update is the update that we know that so many of you, and well, so many of us as well, has been wanting for such a long time. It's the Caves and Cliffs update.
Следующее обновление это обновление пещер и обновление пещер и обновление гор.
Seriously, like, I'm so excited about this. I mean, even before I joined Mojang, I was always thinking about, like, when is the cave update gonna come? And this is it, but it's also got the cliffs as well. It's got the mountains. Like, this is such a big update, and I'm so excited.
How are you feeling, Agnes?
Great. Like, no, it's so good. So, we have been working on this update for quite long, and we can't wait to tell everyone, and now we just announced it.
We're actually getting our first live look at some reactions.
Oh.
Those mobs are very, very excited. This year we asked some of our communities to submit questions that we'll answer across the show. This first question definitely feels like something everyone wants to know.
Mi pregunta es, ¿por qué se han tardado tanto en actualizar las cuevas y cuándo llegarán? En verdad que hemos estado pidiendo esto por muchísimo tiempo.
Why has it taken so long? Like Brandon, I've been waiting a long time too.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So since this update really is the update, like we have been dreaming about it for so long, so it felt so important for us to do it right. Like we don't want to rush it. But now we feel it's the right time. Like we have spent the time we need to really like understand the vision we have for the update, and also to make sure that we understand what the community actually wants. And we've also like planned around it to make sure that we really can work together with the community to make this like as epic update as possible. And we have also hired some new amazing developers to the team.
And you're one of the amazing developers, Brandon.
Yeah, I joined this year in January, and I actually came from the community. I used to do modding for 10 years. One of the first mods I work on was the Aether, which is like a dimension that had sky islands and stuff. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be here and work on an update this epic.
Happy to have you.
We have another creator question.
Hi, I'm the Pink Diamond Diva, and this is my question. Are you making the caves more advanced for older players so they can mine deep, or are you making them more accessible and easy to navigate for newer players?
Such a great question.
Yeah, I mean, with this update, we're making sure that we can have as much variation as possible within the actual caves themselves, but we want to make sure that the old caves are still retained as much as possible to keep that classic feel.
Yeah, and we really also looked into to make sure that we have something for everyone, because you know we have such a huge community, and it's also a very diverse community, and that's such a beautiful thing. So we really want this update to have something for everyone. So actually, we made sure to map all the features in the update to different player styles to really see that we fulfill that goal.
That's so cool. And you had such a big thought process on how you decide what even goes into an update this big.
Yeah, we have spent quite a lot of time on just making sure that we have a very good like fundament for the update. For example, we did the player style mapping, and we've also worked with design pillars. So the design pillars, they kind of describe the vision of the update. So for example, they help us when we like prioritize between different features, and also when we design each specific feature. And we have 3 pillars for this update. And the first one is actually all about like the spectacular mountains, the snowy snow, and the mischievous goats. Because at last year's live, the players voted for these features, and we felt like it's so important to deliver on that promise. So we actually wanted to have it as a pillar.
Yeah, and another pillar that we actually integrated into this was adding strategy to mining. So of course, Minecraft already has plenty of strategy in mining, but we wanted to see if we could push that just a little bit further and add even more mechanics that make it interesting for players to mine in the caves.
Yeah, and the third pillar is to create an underground of marvel for the players. And that pillar is a lot about like adding variation to the underground and like contrasts and like inspire players to like craft their own underground adventures and build underground. And one thing we have done to like fulfill this pillar is that we have added new cave biomes, and one of them is the lush caves.
Так, что это? Вы это уже заметили? Lush Caves. Честно, я не знаю, как это перевести. Да ладно, смотрите. Так это просто невероятно. Они все, действительно, это все добавят. Тут новых блоков штук 20 я уже насчитал. Это что-то, смотрите. Я уже штук 20 новых блоков насчитал, это невероятно.
It's so beautiful. It doesn't feel cave-like.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to make sure that, of course, in Minecraft, all the original caves, you know, they're pretty much the same. There's not much variation in terms of vegetation or different features inside of it. So for this, we wanted something which is a bit more like light and lush and actually has vegetation. And I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's gorgeous. What was the inspiration behind it?
So we were thinking about, okay, so how should it feel when you are in a lush cave? And we wanted to be like, so you feel like very tiny inside like a big garden or big forest. So like when you look up, it's actually like vegetation above you, it's vegetation around you. And one source of inspiration we had is actually a Swedish painter called John Bauer. Because in his paintings, it's always, or often at least, like a tiny character, and then it's like huge forest, and you see like the bottom of the trees because the vegetation is like so big compared to the character.
And you're adding so many new plants in the lush caves.
Yes, so I don't know if you saw, but there was this new tree that was actually above on the overworld, and this is called an azalea tree. So it's a unique type of tree that it'll be easy to spot for players. And if you actually find this and start going down its roots, you will find a lush cave there. So this is another part of adding strategy to mining, where there are certain landmarks which will allow you to understand what you're doing in the game.
And another one of the new blocks is a block called Spore Blossom. And it's that you maybe saw it in the video. It's a big pink flower that you find in the roof of the lush cave. And it will drip particles from that flower, but it will also actually feel like a big volume around it with particles. So it's similar to the particles that we added to the nether biomes in the nether update. But the cool thing here is that you can move the flower if you want to and get these particles anywhere you want in your world. So you can actually be very creative with that.
That's so awesome. And the lush caves have a real glow to them from one of the plants.
Yes. So there are vines in the lush caves, and they have glow berries on them, and these are actually a light source. And you can also pick them and eat them if you want to.
Nice.
Yes. And another plant we actually have is the drip leaf plant. And you can actually see that they can kind of grow from like water or anywhere else. And they grow quite tall, but they have like a little plant on the top that you can actually hop onto. So the idea of the mechanic behind it is that the leaf will actually tilt down when you stand on it too long. So this will actually make you fall through. However, after a few seconds, it'll come back up. So it's kind of this like platforming block that allows you to just, continue platforming over and over again, which I hope is really exciting for, content creators making maps.
Yeah, you can build like your own platforming levels, and then they will repair themselves.
It's so beautiful in there. And there's actually a mob coming to the lush caves.
There is, but we will actually not tell you about this mob now, because in the end of the show we will show even more features coming to the Caves and Cliffs update, and then we're gonna show that mob.
This is the first time we have so much that we're actually splitting the update section into two, at the beginning and towards the end of the show. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
You've also worked on improving the cave generation.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I mean, this is drastically different to what caves used to look like. And there's definitely still the old style of caves, but we wanted to make sure that there was much more variety in the sort of caves, and the shapes and the sizes you could get. And even here, you can see that there's some water underground.
Yes, so we actually added something we call local water levels. So in one cave you might find like a cave lake, and another cave might not have that one. And this also means that we get naturally generated waterfalls, which is so pretty. And it also kind of gives like new ways to traverse the underground. You can actually go cave rafting.
Yeah, so you'll see in a bit that our player here will actually use a boat to raft. And that is just such an exciting opportunity to be able to traverse the caves in a very different way than you used to.
Yeah, we were playtesting, and then one of the devs like, look at this, it's so fun, and all of us just started to go with the boat on the waterfalls. It was a lot of fun.
So another thing to note here is that you could see that a lot of the ores were actually glowing. This is just for preview purposes. Ores aren't going to glow now. It's just that the caves tend to be quite dark, and we want to make sure that players can see the shapes of the cave.
Now, will that only be for the normal caves, or will this run across all of the new cave biomes?
Yeah, so the really cool thing is that the new cave shapes and sizes is completely independent from the new biomes. So that means that we have so much variation. Because, for example, a lush cave can, for example, generate in a super narrow tunnel, but it can also generate in a huge cavern, and that creates completely different atmospheres, but it's still the same biome. So we're really going to have lots of variation underground now.
You've been calling two of the different cave types spaghetti and Swiss cheese? Like that's how varied the caves could be?
Yes, I mean, there are so many different variables for how the variation works, and I mean, it has even more variation than the overworld itself. It's just crazy.
It's a lot. Yeah, some of the caves, for example, have really cool pillars, and some are more like flat, some are tall. Lots of variation.
Very nice. And you have another new cave biome to show us.
Yes, so we have the Dripstone Caves biome. And whenever I think about the idea of a cave update, the image of stalagmites and stalactites comes into my head. But adding these are pretty difficult. You know, it's a very unique shape that Minecraft isn't really accustomed to. But I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course, there's some mechanics surrounding this, so you can see that someone destroyed the block up the top, and so the dripstone fell down. And also, unfortunately for this zombie here, if you fall on these dripstones, you will get hurt.
Poor zombie.
There's another interesting mechanic in the dripstone caves.
Yes, so maybe you saw in the video that, like, from the stalactites, you could see that it was like dripping water. So actually, if you put a cauldron under a stalactite, it will fill up with water. So it's renewable water.
And how do you remember which is stalactites and stalagmites?
Well, that's a very good question. It has been very tricky to remember that, but I think I learned. So we actually, it's hold on tight to stalactite. I was going to say the wrong one. So stalactite is in the roof and stalagmite is on the floor.
Perfect.
We've been practicing.
For a long time, like, even.
And you have something really amazing in this update for the sort of redstone engineers out there.
Yes, so we've actually been thinking about this redstone block that lives in the deep dark, a new biome at the deepest depths of the world. We're not going to talk about this biome too much today, but we are going to show some of the blocks and maybe later a mob that comes from it. So if we look at the video, we can actually see that it's basically this growth, and this is called the skulk blocks. And one of the blocks is called the skulk sensor. This is the new redstone block. As you can see, when you place or destroy a block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect the vibrations around and then emit a redstone signal. So this is going to be very interesting for redstone players. We even have a mechanic around it where you can actually use wool with wool occlusion to essentially prevent signals from being able to get into the skulk sensor. So let's take a look at that now. And as you can see here, I walked next to the skulk sensor, and it's actually kind of doing an infinite loop where the piston is causing a vibration, and then it's activating the skulk sensor and going over and over again. But here, I've actually put a wool block in between the piston, which prevents the signal from going to the skulk sensor. This can allow you to even do sort of directional skulk sensors where you can put wool blocks on each side and only allow it to detect vibrations in front of it. And vibrations can be so many different things. You know, it can be a snowball, a hit, it could be an arrow, it could be footsteps, it could be blocks, anything.
So cool.
Yeah.
And another thing, we had a bit of an happy accident with this because we realized that we get wireless redstone thanks to the skulk sensor.
Yes.
So, and we didn't even plan to add it, but then when we started playtesting, we're like, wait, we got wireless redstone, and that's so exciting, and well, you can just build so many cool things with that. It's going to be exciting to see what the community will build.
Yeah, you're really looking for community feedback to make sure this feels great for everyone.
Absolutely. I think because this is such a unique mechanic, we really want to make sure that we get it right. And, you know, we love the redstone community and we want to make sure that we do it right. So any feedback you have, any ideas, send it to us and we will work with you to make this the best block that it can be.
And now, we said there's another mob coming later, but I think it's time for a new mob coming to the Caves and Cliffs update.
It is. And this is a very scary mob. And it lives in the deepest of the underground, in the deep dark. And this is a very dark place. And the cool thing is that this mob is very well adapted to the environment. So it can't see anything. So it's the first blind mob in Minecraft. And that's very interesting because it gives such interesting mechanics. So instead, it will react to vibrations, just like the skulk sensor block. So if you aren't like very careful when you walk around in the deep dark, you might upset that mob.
Yeah, with this mob, we really wanted to make sure that we kind of recaptured that feeling of the first night of Minecraft. And like we can often forget that Minecraft can be a pretty scary game. So we wanted to make sure that we could kind of go back to that. I mean, caves can be scary, they're dark. And all I'm going to say is that when you go into the deep dark, I want to make sure that you're very quiet and watch closely for the warden.
Поэтому мы добавили какие-то блоки. Это небольшие Это действительно страшно. Ой-ой-ой, какое страшилище. Неужто это страшилище действительно добавит в Майнкрафт? Ой-ой-ой, и этот моб, судя по всему, очень сильный. Вы могли заметить, сколько он...
What did we just see?
It's a very different mob. I'm really excited for this because not only is it trying to be scary, it's, you know, we had to keep a balance to it. It was very challenging to design a mob like this. Another thing that's really important to note is in that video, I was wearing full netherite armor, so it's very powerful. You definitely want to watch out. Yeah.
Which I think also is such an interesting gameplay, because like, if you want to, you can avoid it, but then you need to really be careful, like sneak all the time to not make like any kind of movement that it will detect. But that's a lot of fun, and it's like feels scary, but in a good way.
And you wanted to kind of take everyone back to that first night experience with the warden.
Absolutely. I mean, I had such an amazing experience when I first played Minecraft. Like, it was terrifying listening to zombies underneath my house and in the caves, and hopefully we can bring that back to players, but, you know, 10 years later.
But that will be just amazing, because you hear so many lovely first night stories. It's such a big thing, and I mean, I'm also very fond of my first night in Minecraft, so we hope to give that experience again.
But you really balance sort of the look of it. It's like, it's almost cute, but also really, really terrifying. How did you decide?
Yeah. We actually worked a lot on, how does scariness look in Minecraft? Because we wanted to be very scary, and we didn't want to take away from the scariness. But we felt, let's add some derpiness to it. So it's like a mix. So for example, we added the mouth. I love the mouth. And some actually reacted like, oh, it's so cute, which I think it's more scary, but I think we find like the perfect balance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really as a character.
Yes, definitely. Well, you've been sitting up here. You just announced an update that everyone has been waiting for, and we actually have some tweets that have come in.
Oh, awesome. Okay, that's amazing to see. So much excitement. Oh, even more tweets. So, it's lovely. It's like we really developed this game together with the community, and now to see that people are so happy, that feels so good.
Yeah, honestly, it's such a privilege to work on a game like this and an update like this, and we just love this game and we want to make the best update that we can for everyone.
Thank you so much, Agnes and Brandon. That was a lot of amazing new things. Don't forget that we have another segment full of even more cave updates later on in the show. Now let's head over to our Minecraft Live correspondent, Vubui. I hear he has a first look at something you all voted into the game last year.
Hello, Minecrafters of the world. I'm Vubui, and I'm here once again to help all of you at home to choose a mob that will go into Minecraft. But first, we have a message from our good friend Max Brooks, author of our first Minecraft novel, with some exciting news.
Hey, Minecraft community. It's Max Brooks, author of Minecraft The Island. Thank you so much for embracing my book, and I hope you'll enjoy the sequel, Minecraft The Mountain, where our character leaves the island and paddles to a strange snow-covered world and discovers another castaway, and together the two of them have to find their way home. Minecraft The Mountain, coming out in 2021, available for pre-order right now. And as always, thank you for embracing all Minecraft books.
That sounds awesome. Another Minecraft novel, and this one's called The Mountain. Speaking of mountains, remember last year's vote? It was a fierce competition, but the mountains won after 2 intense rounds of voting. Well, I have a sneak peek into what your vote is bringing to Minecraft on the cliff side of the Caves and Cliffs update. Goats. They're both mischievous and adorable at the same time. As you can see, they live on the mountains, and if you aren't careful, they might knock you off. They also have excellent jumping skills. We'll also get better mountain generation with spectacular and more dramatic mountains with height-dependent generation. That means things like tree lines and mountaintops that will be more challenging with lots of snow and ice. And speaking of snow, yes, it will be snowier. We will also have a new block called powder snow, which will be a kind of trap block. It looks similar to snow, but if you or a mob walk on it, you will fall right through. Now let's talk about this year's vote. We have 3 awesome mobs for you to choose from. And to introduce them, we once again have Tiny Agnes and Tiny Jens. Let's see what they have to show.
Oh, Bees and Mooblooms are friends, just like we are. Right, Agnes?
These friendly cows live in the flower forest biome, yellow as sunshine and covered in beautiful flowers. What's not to like about these beautiful bovines?
We are friends, right, Agnes?
Why do we have to record these videos on an actual mountain? They are animated.
The Isolager is a new illager that lives on mountain tops. It's a hostile mob that attacks you with clouds of flying ice.
You did pack the supplies we need to survive the night up here, right, Jens? Do you ever wish Minecraft's oceans were glowier?
Not me. I always wish for world peace.
Sure you do. Well, wish no more. Meet the glow squid. Wow.
What was I meant to say again? Vote for Minecraft?
Can't talk. Must admire glow.
Agnes, Jens, it's really distracting. They're so tiny, and they're so susceptible to distraction. Hopefully that won't happen to you. Now let's go over how... Hello? Oh, hi, Tiny Agnes. Yeah, no, I'm live right now. Oh, okay. Well, you really shouldn't read too many internet comments. But, okay, I'll tell him. Okay, bye. Tiny Agnes would like everyone to know that she and Tiny Jens are, in fact, good friends. Okay, where was I? And why do people keep leaving phones around the studio? Now, let's go over how you can be a part of what is likely to be an epic showdown. Don't let this decision be made without your voice. Be ready to cast your votes. First, make sure you have a Twitter account. If you don't, go to twitter.com, sign up for an account, and make sure you're logged in. I'll let you know when the voting starts. Then you'll need to go to the Minecraft Twitter account to find the latest poll. Think carefully, debate with your friends and family, make a decision, then click on the mob you want to make it into Minecraft. There will be 2 voting sessions, and I'll let you know when each one begins. For now, just be ready and keep dreaming of victory for your favorite mob.
My name is Yesenia Cisneros, and I am the gameplay producer from Minecraft Earth. I am so excited to be a part of Minecraft Live this year and to share this wonderful experience with you, our amazing community. It's been so fun seeing what you've been doing with the game. I've seen lots of creation shared each week, and I wish I were that creative. I mean, wow. While everyone has been discovering new hobbies, I have been logging in each day to collect a new adventure crystal, which lets me play life-size adventures in augmented reality in various parts of my home. My dogs are very confused, to say the least. It seems like I'm not the only one who's been going on lots of adventures. We've had more than 5 million adventures played throughout early access. Holy moobloom, that is amazing! I've also been completing season and daily challenges to collect mobs, even more adventure crystals, and exclusive character creator items that can also be used in Bedrock. Sometimes, when the weather is just right in my house, lightning strikes and a new mob is made. Later this month, we have 2 new mobs joining Minecraft Earth, and I hear they're going to make quite a splash. Speaking of mobs, our beloved Moobloom from Minecraft Earth has a chance to be brought into vanilla. How cool is that? Now, I'm not going to tell you who you should vote for, but what I am saying is one of these mobs is definitely way more adorable than the rest, so choose wisely. In our last couple releases, you may have noticed that we added Slime Ball and Slime Blocks. With that, I'm super excited to let you know that we are adding pistons and sticky pistons to Minecraft Earth. Be on the lookout next week for a content update, and I can't wait to see the awesome creations you make with blocks, items, and now redstone contraptions. Our friends Mumbo, Jumbo, and Grian recently took a Minecraft Earth road trip and made their own awesome creations. Let's get a sneak peek at what they discovered.
Hello everyone, my name's Mumbo, this is my friend Grian, and this is my 1974 VW bus. There's no air conditioning, there's no heating, there's no radio, there's no anti-locking brakes, no power steering. I've owned it for about 4 years, and to be frankly honest, it's pants. Times were definitely different in the 1970s, so it's ridiculously slow, and it's definitely lacking some of the modern comforts you'd usually expect to find in a car these days.
We are embarking on a grand tour of England.
Мы прошлись по большому туру по Англии.
I'll be honest, Grian, mate, would you class that as a grand tour?
Well, yes, we have no radio, so it's going to feel a lot longer.
But you see, this isn't a regular road trip in a rubbish old van. This is a Minecraft Earth road trip in a rubbish old van. With Minecraft Earth being a game you can play on the move, we thought we would travel to a bunch of different locations in the UK. Some of them are iconic, some of them just feel very Minecrafty, and some of them are
повторить некоторые интересные места.
Really wanted to go to them, so we did. He took it out on the guy next to him.
We also had a go at integrating Minecraft Earth with real life.
Мы также интегрируем Minecraft Earth с реальной жизнью.
Minecraft Earth badminton can be quite dangerous to onlookers.
Minecraft бадминтон может быть немного опасный. И в реальной жизни блок, песчаный блок.
All in all, though, the road trip was a huge success, and we had a lot of fun. You can expect to see the full-length episodes appearing.
Ну, вы можете посмотреть полный длины эпизод скоро на нашем канале.
At Mojang Studios, we've also been making more original content than ever before on our Minecraft YouTube channel. Our goal is to create shows that give you inside knowledge directly from our team. We're even giving away all of our secrets in a new series called How We Make Minecraft.
Новая серия про то, как мы рассказываем про то, как мы делаем Майнкрафт, названы «Как мы делаем Майнкрафт». How we do it. How do Minecraft. И они доступны. Раньше мы делали. Как мы делаем Майнкрафт.
I know a cactus has prickly, but punching a tree probably hurts too. Everyone just starts panicking.
Это в дневнике за... Это показывает. Subscribe.
But really, you should. It's good stuff. In 2017, you voted for the terror that is the Phantom, and I personally have not forgiven you for that. In 2018, the Taiga won your vote with fantastic foxes. Last year, it was the
В прошлом году выиграли
soon-to-be friends, the goats. What will you,
козлики.
the Minecraft community, do this year? Let's review our choices once more. I was inspired by some of the amazing handcrafted things I've seen made by our community over the years.
Мне очень нравятся ручные поделки, сделанные нашими. Я решил сделать свои версии 3 выборов мобов. Это очень хорошая работа, которая заняла 3 месяца. Каждая из этих поделок 3 месяца. Есть, у нас есть этот волшебник, который создает ледяные облака, которые падают на людей. Есть просто прекрасная корова с желтыми цветами. Также есть зачаровывающий светящийся сквид. Прямо сейчас доступно голосование на сайте twitter.com/minecraft. Прямо сейчас вы можете проголосовать за это. Упс. Кажется, Твиттер упал. А сейчас расскажет поподробнее. Что ты делаешь в Mojang Studios? Я геймдизайнер. Я сделаю то, насколько сильными будут боссы в Minecraft Dungeons.
I think if I don't say I am voting for the Isolager, my team will kill me. So, but it's an amazing mob. It brings a lot of fun to
Мне кажется, это какой-то
bring a lot of fun to Minecraft as well.
Okay. I figured you would say that, but I had to ask. So tell me about the launch of Dungeons this year.
Расскажи мне о
Wow, that was quite the ride. It was such a crazy launch. I don't think anybody in the team expected to ever release a game from home. So we were all sitting in this like massive Teams call.
Каждый делал игру из дома.
And sharing videos and comments from players, and it was very good. It was fun in a different way.
Это было весело в разных. Что твоя самая любимая вещь из релиза? То, что люди могут вместе собираться. Нравится, когда родители показывают детям какие-то интересные вещи, и дети родителям тоже показывают какие-то интересные. Давайте посмотрим на то, как реагирует на это, как реагирует эта комьюнити.
Merchant, a really cool merchant, simple, straightforward items, and definitely a nice addition to the game, a good replacement for the wandering trader. Now let's go check in with our friend the blacksmith here. This is definitely something that I'm looking forward to because this is one of the coolest things that has possibly come to the game.
Pô, tem que matar o maguinho. Ai, morri. Galera, me ajuda. Calma aí, eu vou te ressuscitar. Calma aí, eu vou dar cover aqui.
О боже. Все хорошо. Я вижу вас, я вижу вас. О, так хорошо. А, ой. Подождем, когда у меня будет ракета. Так. Я хочу вас поразить. Ага. Перестаньте убивать. Перестаньте убивать, пан. Вы монстры. Я голосую за Мублум.
와, 맵 엄청 많이 생겼네 이번에. 크리프까지 깼고 늪지, 목장, 협곡, 레드스톤, 광산 여기 거의 끝판대장급 아니야?
Прямо сейчас зайдите на twitter.com/minecraft или найдите Minecraft. У вас всего лишь 20 минут на то, чтобы проголосовать. Только не это, только не это. О боже мой. Это выглядит очень весело. Пока побеждает светящийся сквид.
Doing things, I feel. We released first the Creeping Winter together with our new merchants and the new
Мы
daily
добавили
trials,
очень
which
много
was
всего.
awesome. I hope everyone
Мерчантов
loved it. We
и...
launched for xCloud, so now people can play on mobile, which is
Мы добавили xCloud, поэтому теперь люди могут играть на телефонах. Только в этом, на этой неделе мы запустили себя в Китае. А теперь у нас есть вопрос. У меня есть несколько вопросов. Скажите, пожалуйста, что будет следующим? Какой контент вы планируете добавить? Я не могу ждать. Пожалуйста, расскажите нам все.
Yes, but they were great questions, and thank you for sending them. Regarding the first question, I think we were very excited to see how fast people found the secret mushroom level. Like, I was very
Как мы на самом деле мы удивлены на то, как быстро люди находят тайный грибовый уровень. Пока побеждает голос Фугейт.
Right. So that's what we are here to talk about today. We're gonna talk about our upcoming DLC that we prepared with our friends at Double 11, and that's called the Howling Peaks. So we're going to the mountains with dungeons as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look at some live gameplay?
Yeah, let's check it out. We
Давайте
are very lucky today that we have 4 members of the Dungeons team with us. Here's
Это
Mariana
одна
at
из...
Nintendo Switch. Hello. Here's Chris at the PC.
Это Крис.
Here's David at the PlayStation 4.
Дэвид
And
на
at
PlayStation.
Xbox One we have
И на
Annika.
Xbox
So we get to show you
X
here for the
Эника.
first time crossplay, which we're very excited about.
Кроссплатформенность.
People can play together from everywhere.
Смотрите, все они играют.
Coming to dungeons.
Already I see a goat right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
О,
we
даже
were so
добавили
happy. We asked
козлика уже в
the
Minecraft
Minecraft
Dungeons.
team if we could bring goats to dungeons, and they said yes. So we get to release them a bit first in dungeons, so we're super excited about that. They're equally as mischievous. Yes.
So I see a lot of wind coming out of these grates.
Yes. Wind is a mechanic that we're gonna explore a lot in the mountains missions, and the players will be both challenged by it and will be able to use it. So the wind will push the player, so you need to be a bit careful, but at the same time you'll be able to use it to solve puzzles, push items, and open doors and stuff like that. So
Они даже смогут какие-то двери открывать или на что-то нажимать, или еще что-то подобное.
so tall that the player
Ничего
will need to
себе.
find new ways to traverse the levels. So that's a mountain lift, and there's gonna
Это
be full of
этот
like this little
лифт,
contraptions all
как его,
around.
горный лифт.
That seems like a really fun new mechanic.
Yes.
Выглядит как действительно интересная механика.
To be careful with them,
Yeah, I
they,
saw them attack.
yes, they're really gonna push you out of the edge if you're not too careful.
Да, и козлики действительно могут вас сбросить, если вы будете недостаточно
And
осторожными.
as you'll see in a bit, the iceologers that you can find in this mission and in all the mountains missions are very ready for the weather, so they are wearing their little cozy clothes and they're wind resistant.
И чтобы там находиться, вам нужно будет одевать специальную одежду, потому что там будет особый климат. Без нее вы не сможете. Это первый моб, который пришел в Minecraft Dungeons из обычного Майнкрафта, помимо этих. Ну, это... Короче, это один из немногих мобов. Наравне со всеми другими. Вам придется атаковать быстро, либо сбегать, иначе вы будете побеждены. О, боже мой, три разорителя. Они очень хорошо все работают вместе. О, это ледяной солдат. Это новый моб.
But I think we can let our adventurers deal with the Ravagers.
Not very well.
No. Yeah.
So, with all of this, you also have a new game mode coming.
Yeah, the game mode is coming very, very soon, and it's gonna be for all the
Мод
players.
для игры идет очень-очень скоро.
Which means
Он
that we're making
называет
the game
Апокалипс
just,
Плюс.
you know, harder a bit at a
Апокалипсис
time.
Плюс. Он делает это все сложнее.
Yeah, and Apocalypse Plus means that it gets even harder. So
Он делает это еще сложнее.
new challenges, and we
Добавлять
found
новые
different ways
челленджи
to
и
tweak the balance so the challenge is
мы
different every
пытаемся
time.
сохранить баланс.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff. You're working on even more new things for Dungeons.
We're working on a ton of stuff. I feel we've been so busy. It's crazy. But yeah, we have today a little video with a lot of work in progress. Work in progress, though.
Very work in
Yes. But yeah, I think we should look at the video.
Но мне кажется, нас очень много... мы готовы показать прогресс. Так, тут написано, что это пре-альфа футажи, то есть все может кардинально измениться. Это только предварительная версия. Это действительно здорово. Я не играю в Minecraft Dungeons, у меня нету этой игры, но я иногда слежу за тем, и это действительно достаточно интересно. Я, возможно, ошибусь, но они добавили ад. Это действительно красиво, это действительно здорово, это действительно красиво. И подводный мир. Это очень... Это просто невероятно выглядит.
One of my favorite things we do at Mojang Studios is Minecraft Education Edition.
Одна из самых моих любимых вещей, которые мы делаем в Mojang Studios, это Minecraft Education Edition, то есть версия для обучения. В 150 странах мира используется эта система. Они вместе собираются и используют это. И мы используем это как путь для соединения людей. И сейчас мы покажем то, как Minecraft Education Edition использовался для удаленного обучения. Начиная от церемонии награждения в Японии до каких-то особых учителей или студентов в Америке. За последние несколько месяцев мы очистили много городов от людей. И дикие боровы вышли на улицы в Барселоне.
Today, we're kicking off the first ever Minecraft Education Global Build Championship and asking students
И теперь мы
to design and
объявляем
build healthy spaces for humans and animals to coexist together. What would
невероятное соревнование по строительству. Привет. Я работаю над дизайном для глобального чемпионшипа. Привет всем, Карбон здесь. Несмотря на то, что я японец, я принимаю участие в этом. Честно скажу, я только успеваю прочитать. Вы боретесь за шанс провести видеочат с Mojang Studios за а еще за майнкоины и Майнкрафт. Также мы добавили бесплатные уроки о Майнкрафте в Майнкрафт Marketplace. Мы построили. Настоящие уроки добавили в Google, извиняюсь, Minecraft Marketplace. Даже в Пакистане это используют.
I'm looking forward to playing through the Good Trouble lessons myself. Together with the Minecraft community, we
Сегодня с майнкрафтовским комьюнити мы работаем над Black Lives Matter.
We're proud to continue supporting organizations that fight for equity and equality in the world by making an additional donation today to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. This brings our 2020 contributions to over $2 million. Beyond this, we continue to look within our company, our products, and ourselves for how we can help create a more inclusive world.
То, как они спонсируют и помогают.
Now it's time for a brand new segment of our show. You may have missed our next guest during the Minecraft segment, but not to worry. You're about to get some dedicated time with the one and only Jeb. Hello.
Hello.
Здравствуй, Джеб пригласили.
It was very different not having you in the Minecraft update section.
Yes, it's a little bit different this year since we always want the ones that are actually working on the features of the games to be the ones to get to talk about them, because we feel that it gets more genuine in that way.
So what are you working on then?
Yeah,
над чем вы сейчас работаете?
No, of course, I still spend a lot of time with Vanilla and
Я думаю, вы слышите, что он говорит с сильным акцентом, и иногда его тяжело понять. Он работает с Агнес и с ванильным Майнкрафтом. Он пытается также поддерживать наших разработчиков и дизайнеров для создания Майнкрафта, сделать им чувство, что они все вместе, и мы знаем, что каждый из них по-своему талантлив и уникален. Я написал книгу Minecraft Book Design. Это книга только для Mojang Studios, то есть вы не идете.
explain my thoughts and ideas about Minecraft. And for vanilla particular, there are some guiding principles that are going to help us.
Это поможет нам как-то добавлять что-то новое в игру.
What's in the Jeb game design book?
Absolutely. So one of these guiding principles is, it maybe sounds obvious, but that is it's always one block at a time.
Это
You
так.
place one block, you remove one block.
Один из принципов здесь это добавлять только один блок за раз, то есть один блок за раз. Не... И это важно не только когда вы разработаете игру. Когда... Это вам поможет также и во время, когда даже вы строите дом, это помогает вам пошагово понять, что вы делаете, и может помочь вам чуть ли с каждым блоком. Копировать, вставлять или делать. И это... Майнкрафт это очень большое приключение. Будете ли вы добавлять какие-то больше каких-то вот катаклизмов или погоды? Он ответил на китайском. Тоже приветствовал. Плохие вещи случаются.
So whenever something bad happens, we want to make sure that the players are either actively taking part of that or have a way to prevent it from happening. And an earthquake or a tornado would obviously destroy something that you've spent hours building.
И что-то может просто разрушить то, что вы строили часами, то, что вы создавали.
There are still a few cases like Enderman can grab a block and maybe wreck up some redstone, or you can have an unlucky wolf running into your sheep garden.
Или вы можете поймать, или вы на несчастье можете поймать волка, попавшего на вашу ферму овец. Ну или молния ударит ваш деревянный дом. Последняя вещь, которую я сделал, это была важной частью апдейта. И
since I'm working with so many different projects now, I don't want to do something halfway and then kind of leave it to the team to fix my bugs.
Я не мог сбросить это, чтобы моя же команда справляла мои. Но я постарался и...
also been working a little bit on making combat test snapshots.
Combat test snapshots.
Hey, I'm Dan TDM, and I would love to know what kind of combat mechanic changes are being made to Minecraft Java Edition.
Какая механика Извиняюсь, были какие-то непонятные технические причины. Пока меня не было, особо ничего такого не было, но разве что упал бэкап-сервер для проведения. Про работу блок-бай-блок. Я люблю это пространство, потому что оно мне просто нравится. Очень красивое. Это было Kosovo
Well, before the
2015.
area felt very cold and unsafe.
Kosovo 2015.
Basically, it was just an abandoned place.
Block by Block is a program created by
Блок by
Mojang and
блок
UN
это программа,
Habitat, where
которая
we use Minecraft to
создана
help community
Mojang,
members redesign their neighborhoods.
помогает
Kosovo has been impacted by years of
участникам
conflict. And in those situations, we often see communities divided and public spaces neglected.
переделать публичные места во что-то более.
Even the little kids like me could help out with make the city a better place.
They got to use Minecraft to sketch and try different solutions about how the space could
Они
be improved.
использовали Minecraft для того,
Very
чтобы
fun
улучшить
because you felt
это
like
пространство.
to be able to help the city while just playing.
After that, the ideas were presented to local architects and city planners, and later that year,
И идеи были
construction started.
предоставлены локальным архитекторам. И
It's
вот
been 5
теперь
years since we participated in the program, and
5 лет прошло с
the
тех
street
пор,
since
как
then
мы
has become more developed,
участвовали.
and is
И
now more
улицы
frequented
стали
than
более лучше. Это дом.
It seemed kind of unbelievable
Это то,
that
как
this was made
представляли
for
это место.
So seeing my own
Это
idea
то,
as a kid, changing
каким
the
оно
whole
стало.
area in my city, it was very special to me. It's unbelievable that we were able to make reality what was once
Опять-таки, это
only
как
an
было,
idea in our computer screen.
и вот
Finally,
как стало.
decision makers have changed their perspective because maybe they realize
Это-
that we can make a change.
Это дает нам возможность показать, что мы можем что-то изменить. Майор Пристины. Это прекрасный пример
I'm probably gonna be
того,
like
что
you and
комьюнити
Cassie and
создает,
be like,
комьюнити
"Hey, friends, I made
использует.
this." I walk here almost every day,
Сосед.
and every time I see it, and I see
Это
a lot of
житель
people
того
spending time here, it's
места-
a very
места рядом.
gratifying feeling. I just hope it will become real as soon as possible. So the reaction of the community was great, and to me it was a
Реакция
great
комьюнити
feeling, which
была
I'll never
очень
forget.
хорошей.
I came up with a skate park idea and
Мне
some trees
нравится,
surrounding the
я помню,
park.
что эта идея была хорошая. Это Kosovo, если кто еще не
It
увидел.
felt like I was being heard, and being heard and listened to is one of the best feelings that you can feel.
Буквально за 5 лет пространство кардинально изменилось благодаря блок by блок.
I actually was able to go to Kosovo at the start of that project, and it's just amazing to see the transformation using Minecraft.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yes.
Jens, you must have seen a lot of amazing things because you're about to hit your 10-year anniversary at Mojang Studios in like 2 or 3 months.
Yes, it's true. Yeah. It
наверное,
has
2-3
been an amazing
месяца назад.
journey these 10 years, and
Ты отмечаешь
I've had
десятилетие
so
того,
much
как ты
fun
попал.
working on Minecraft. But
Начал
of course,
работать над
I'm also
Майнкрафтом.
a Minecraft
Но
player,
также я
and we're
еще
all,
и
like,
Майнкрафт
with
игрок,
the community,
и нам всем нравится
and in the
общаться,
end,
быть
it's really the
комьюнити.
players and the community that gives
Это действительно
everything
здорово
Yeah,
быть
absolutely.
частью комьюнити, которая
And
дает
from
тебе
myself as part of the
все.
community, I just want to
чтобы
say,
создать.
like, thank you for the 10 years and all that you've done for
Хочется
Minecraft.
сказать
It's made a huge
спасибо за то, что
difference
ты
in my life,
уже
and
10
I
лет
think many people
работаешь
watching
над
it.
этой игрой.
Thank you so much, Jens.
Спасибо большое, Йенс.
Last year at Live, we announced the Nether update. Maybe
Совсем
since
недавно
then
мы
you've been
показали
wondering about
Nether
what it would be
update.
like to attend a Nether ballet. Wonder no more. Our friends at Element Animation will dance us
Наши
through
друзья из
all
Element
the new Nether
Animation
features.
решили показать нам что-то новое. Решили нам показать танец из новейшей. Это, хочу сказать, анимация, которая была. Так, корреспондент, значит, скорее всего, что-то могут сказать про голосование. Побеждает. Я не буду говорить, кто побеждает. Я знаю уже результат. Я голосовал за Мублом, честно говоря. Мне она понравилась.
We are now down to the Isolager and the Glow Squid. And in the first round, they were quite close. I'm quite interested to see where the voters of the Mooblin will go. If you miss the first round of voting, make sure you get in on this one. It determines which one of these two makes it into Minecraft.
И прямо сейчас падает сайт Твиттера. В плане того, что работает невероятно медленно.
This is your chance to have a say in what goes into Minecraft. So don't leave yourself out. Log into Twitter and go vote.
Да. Сайт Minecraft прямо сейчас испытывает, извиняюсь, Twitter.com испытывает серьезную нагрузку, так как очень большое количество. Добрый день, меня Квин.
Hi, I'm Fanny. I'm a developer on the Creator Assistance team, and what we do is create tools for our creator community. And some of them are very visible, and we're going to talk about them later. Some others are more behind the scenes, and that help our creators make content that is more efficient and reliable, like the schedule command that is coming out soon.
Yep. I'm Jason. I'm a developer in the engine team, and we've been responsible for a lot of the modding type capabilities that have come to Bedrock over the last couple of years.
That's super cool. So your teams help make creator tools for all of our incredible marketplace partners all around the world to help
Наша
make
команда
content for you.
позволяет создать с помощью Marketplace создателей. Это Новая Зеландия. Piki Studios. Мы создаем контент для Marketplace. USA. Меня зовут Бини from Zambini. Мы маленькая студия, которая создает контент для маркетплейса. И мы создаем скины. Филиппины. Марк из Kubo Studios.
From Kubo Studios, and we are 15 working here in the Philippines.
United Kingdom. То есть Соединенное Королевство Великобритании и Северной Ирландии. Это Тиан из Everbloom Games. Нас 38 человек, и мы работаем над этим программой. China. Это Leaping из from Linscraft. Из Linscraft. Интересно, покажет ли Россию? Алгерия. Алжир, извиняюсь. Привет всем. Я не могу поверить, это MC Texels, это ESC зовут. Бразилия. Привет, Minecraft Live. Это Габриэл Ириум BT. Опять Соединенное Королевство. Chicken Block.
I'm Vicky, also known as Geeky Pixels.
Я Вики из
I
NetherPixels.
spend my days making content and working with awesome people.
Израиль. Это Орен из GOE Craft. GoeCraft, как-то так. А еще очень-очень много стран, включая Россию, в которых создают контент специально для Minecraft. Самое интересное, что все эти функции могут использоваться всеми создателями.
So this time we've doubled down and gotten it so that we focused on items and blocks. So as part of that, I made a custom crop to kind of show off a lot of the capabilities. So over the summer, everyone at Mojang Studios was given tomato seeds to try and grow a tomato plant at home. So I thought that was kind of perfect inspiration.
Прямо сейчас они работали над сосредоточились на работе, я точно не понял, над работой блоков и подобного. И прямо сейчас они создают томаты. Это, я так понимаю, пример того, что можно найти. Но мне кажется, что вкус томатов плохой, поэтому лучше всего ими бросаться.
Yeah, totally harmless.
Yeah.
He knocked me in the lava.
It was mostly by accident. But tomatoes will actually rot on the vine as well, and if they rot for too long, you get a little rotten tomato monster.
Это из передержанных помидоров. Если их немного передержать, они могут тут.
But yeah, he throws rotten tomatoes. They don't fly as far as a regular tomato, but they knock you back a lot more. But kind of based off all this stuff, I think tomatoes maybe aren't the best idea. So I'm going to get rid of all my plants and never grow them again.
Yeah, I agree with you on this one.
But
So all these
healthy.
It's true, they are pretty healthy. So with all of these new custom crops, you know, creators can go and make some really cool kind of like farming style maps.
Oh, definitely. So like I think crops are a great example of showing off how they all can kind of come together, because you get the items that you can get there. Normally you would eat the item, but or you can make projectiles. But they also have the ability to get events that are fired from things like a tick event. So as that event is fired, you can make the block run through multiple stages of growth, and eventually get to the point where like you can choose like what loot spawns at various stages of growth and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool how you could like interact with them like a normal berry bush, but then, you know, get the tomato out.
Yeah, it's just another it's an interactive event that you can key into.
Yeah. And then there's a tomato monster there at the end too.
Yeah, I call him Tomo.
Little Tom, it's so cute. It's not even scary, but yeah, it's an example of what you can do with them combining events and commands. That's one of the features that our creators have requested for so long, just having commands to be able to run them when something happens. So now, instead of also in addition to doing it with actors, you can also do it with blocks and items. In this case, as the flower is rotting, you can disappear that crop and also summon a tomato monster, a Tomo monster.
Yes. Well, that's really cool, because like I can totally see creators like using all of those combinations of features to make some like really cool like adventures maps.
Примерно
еще около 40 минут будет
продолжаться сам Майнкрафт. Да, он будет продолжаться еще около 40 минут, возможно больше, потому что уже больше часа прошло.
So we decided to place our golden skull over there and see what happened. And yes, we have a mountain that is hollow. And as the brave warriors that we are, we went exploring. And obviously, we found some creepy monsters inside. Luckily, we have our trusty custom sword to fight them off.
Oh, that helps.
I'm not sure if we even survived that.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very safe.
No, not at all.
But that pedestal, I know that's one of the most requested features, block models.
Yeah, so I've been super excited that we finally be able to get block models in. It's something we've been wanting to do for years, and we were finally able to work on them and get them in. So we got it working with using the same formats that we've been using for the entities, so the same tools that people have been using to build custom mobs, they can use to build the blocks with.
Oh, that's cool. So you don't even have to like learn a new skill. You can just continue.
It's almost identical.
That's awesome. And then I noticed on the hotbar with the golden skull, there was like a little red triangle. What was that?
Yes, it's a new feature that we're calling item lock. I don't know if you found yourself sometimes just going through some content and you have this special item and then you die and you lose it, or maybe you drop it accidentally. Now we've made it so that creators can actually lock something on your inventory, so that when you die or you press Q, it won't go away. That way you don't lose your mysterious golden skull to unlock the next stage.
So nice.
I was gonna say that makes it super easy, because I've definitely been in an adventure map and I lost the key on accident, and then I had to go and try and fix that.
Yeah.
And then when you place the skull, there was a lot going on in the background.
Like there's three features to talk about right there. The first one is like we wanted to give more power to creators with cameras. And this one is just a small one where we just shake the screen. I don't know if you noticed that one. And then you can help players convey something like there's an earthquake going on, or maybe something is about to fall over you. So you can do that with this new tool.
Or dinosaurs.
Or dinosaurs.
Get dinosaur steps.
Yes. The second one that we noticed there is structures. You can now place them using commands, whereas before you had to be using a structure block, which is more complicated and time-consuming. Now you can do it much more easily. And as part of those commands, you can now animate the structure placement. For those that know this, like the mountain was opening, and that was just a structure animating. We provide a couple of effects. One is just like a 3D printing animation, and the other one is layer by layer. And yeah, you can combine them to just achieve very cool effects.
Yeah, I can see like creators, using those to add just another level of polish to their world.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And then I recognize the scorpions.
Yeah, well, the desert theme, it felt appropriate to bring them back. They've always been one of my personal favorite custom mobs that I've ever built.
Yeah, but after watching that video for so long, I ended up having a nightmare about having to rescue my mom from
really?
some like aliens riding scorpions. It was creepy.
I'm sorry, that was not the intention.
It was creepy and funny.
Yeah. Well, speaking of aliens, I know our team put together a really cool sci-fi parkour map that, they made you run through, Jason.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they knew this when they asked me to run through it.
Опять-таки показывают
Pretty awful at
пример
parkour. So it took a few tries to get a clean run through. But at the beginning here, it's a pretty typical sort of parkour map of running and jumping. But we definitely have some twists up ahead. And here's kind of the first one of, even I know I can't make that jump. So let's see what's in the chest. And we got a Sliminator. So I'm pretty sure they know what to do here. So now, hopefully, I will jump and be able to clear this gap. And please, yes. Make it up. So get teleported to the next section, kind of make it along, and see what next obstacle we have. So now I know the chests have useful things in them. So we got a Blockinator, and we'll throw that across and get a little platform. Now I can make this jump. Even I can make that jump. And we got the hot dog, or the cyber dog, and float up. But it poisoned me, so I needed to use the antidote to rescue me there. Make it across and get through here. Now we got a wall in the way, so let's see what tool we have to get through the wall. And insta presto, and get through here. Keep going along. And this should be our last obstacle here. But I can see the teleport pad, but I can't quite get to it. But that shaft up above looks promising, along with the ladder. So let's go up, see what we get here. Fall down, and block breaks. I can get to the teleporter. And Fanny's already there.
You made it.
Yeah, finally.
Wow, that's super
86
cool.
times.
I love just the aesthetic of that too as well, like all the art and things. So those teleport blocks, those seem like a really cool way to add like another level of immersion to the worlds you're creating.
Yeah, with data-driven items and blocks, we get so many new events that you can act on. Like, for example, in the case of the teleporters, you can step on it and then an event will trigger and you can react in so many ways. You can add particles, or in this case, for example, you run a series of commands that just teleport you to the next area.
That's awesome. And I love the Slaminator, the Blockinator, and the Magic Wand. I've never seen items do that before.
Yeah, so that's another example of how combining the same tools you can achieve so many different effects. For example, the Sliminator was just using the event and the fail command, right, to replace the blocks at the bottom with the slimes. Then the next one, we have the wand, and that one is just replacing blocks with air. And then we also had the Blockinator, which allowed you to walk by placing some blocks, replacing air with blocks. So just by combining events and the same command in different ways, you achieve so many cool effects.
Yeah, so just small little simple things you can combine in lots of different ways and get a wide variety of results.
And even that Blockinator allowed you to make that jump.
Yes.
And then I also saw that there was messing with mob effects too as well.
Yeah, so we've had an example of custom food in there, but in addition to just satisfying hunger like a food normally does, you can add and remove mob effects. So we had the cyber dog that gave 3 effects, the levitation, nausea, and poison. And then we had the antidote that would actually only remove 2 of them. So unlike a bucket of milk that removes all mob effects, you can make things that remove very specific things.
Yeah, and then it seemed like you got, after you used that, or after you used the magic wand to get to that wall, it seemed like you were stuck, but there was something else that was going on there.
Oh yeah, so there is the block that was in my way. So we made it so that another one of these events, similar to the on step on, is we also have an on fall on. So in this case, it was just an on-fall on, and you can set what distance you want the event to trigger. So you have to fall at least 10 blocks or something like that. And when you land on it, we then break the block, similar to what, like the tomato plant and other things that we saw earlier.
Yeah, and it seemed like it took you quite a few tries to make it through, but Danny was able to do it first try.
Yes, unlike others, 86 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one new feature that we have is that on raw text, you'll be able to show the names of the players that are of interest at that moment, and also show scores. Like in this case, we were tracking how many times Mayor was dying.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for coming on to the stage and talking a little bit about these creator tools and new features that are coming out. And with these new features, there's going to be a pretty amazing new thing coming out later this year for all Minecraft players.
Так, они рассказывают про какие-то...
Remember, GDL will not be held responsible in the event of a likely death.
Да ладно, это тот самый... Та самая, одна из лучших карт в Майнкрафт.
Your descent will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Это одна из тех немногих храм, да, который, ну... А теперь, возможно, это конец.
We know you've waited a long time for this update, and if you thought the first set of features for the caves were awesome, it's time for even more awesomeness. Agnes and Nir from the Vanilla Minecraft gameplay team are here to tell us what else is coming to the caves and the cliffs update. Hello, welcome.
Hey.
И наконец сейчас расскажут о чем еще что-то новое про.
It's so awesome to finally be able to share that with everyone.
Yes, it feels great, and we have, looked a bit at tweets during the break, and
we have some more tweets.
We have more tweets.
Yes.
Wireless redstone.
Oh yeah. Yes. There will be so many cool things you can build with that, and the warden. It's amazing to see all the excitement.
So cool.
Mir, you recently joined the Mojang Studios team.
Yes, I joined this year, but honestly, I'm not completely sure how that happened, and not just joining Mojang. I'm not really sure how I'm here in Minecraft Live, because like just last year I was home, glued to the stream. I had to know what the next thing is coming to Minecraft, and
Мы должны знать, какие
today
вещи.
it's not only that I get to share that, I got to work on some of those things, so it's fairly incredible. But yeah, I've been developing games for a few years now, and more recently I've actually worked with this non-profit organization called Games for Peace, which is an amazing organization which basically uses games to promote peace. Like, he takes kids from areas of conflict all around the world and sits them down to play Minecraft. And sometimes it's kids that don't even share a language, so they can't talk. So Minecraft is the language they share. Minecraft is what helps them connect and get to know each other and creates friendships, right? It was amazing being part of that.
It's so cool. I mean, sometimes I feel like, oh, I know all the amazing things that are happening with Minecraft, and then you described that to Agnes and I, and we both were like, we've never heard that, and it's so cool.
It's beautiful.
Amazing.
Absolutely beautiful. So in this update, you've been really looking at like filling out the caves even more.
Yes, so there are even more things to show. And
Да, возможно,
the things
сейчас
we
нам
showed so far,
представят
it's a lot about
какие-то
like improving the journey
новые.
underground. But of course, we also want to add like new things to find, like
5
new
минут
resources.
осталось у вас для
And one
того,
of
чтобы
them,
проголосовать.
crystals.
На втором этапе кто же все-таки будет? О, это опять тот. А, нет, это уже другое. Смотрите, это же кристаллы. Нам говорили. Стоп, это кристаллы издают звуки или это просто для демонстрации? Если это кристаллы издают звуки, это просто...
They're so beautiful.
Yes, that the moment you turn the corner and you see that glowing thing, it's incredible.
The atmosphere in the crystal geode, it's like mystical. yeah, they're so pretty. And we were thinking a lot about like what is the purpose for crystals in Minecraft. And one thing is like they should have a use, and we will talk more about one of the usages soon. But the other thing is a lot about just adding a lot to the experience of exploring. And we want them to be quite rare. So when you find them, it's really gonna be like magical.
Когда вы находите их, вы, по сути, это все равно, что магические. И когда вы ходите и слышите вот эти магические...
I feel they're just the perfect feature for that sort of pillar, right?
But you can't just take them with you.
Right, so you can break the crystal plant we saw in the video, but they actually grow from a very special block. And that block is unobtainable. It's sort of like you think about spawners, right? You cannot just take it and put it in your base. It makes you go and build farms all around your world. And that also encourages you to create tunnels between them and find out ways of transferring those items from place to place. And I just love those sort of features that really encourage other gameplay in the game.
As an explorer myself, I'm very excited about finding all of these. And you mentioned a usefulness to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, from those crystal plants, you get crystal shards items, and you can actually use them to craft a telescope.
Теперь в Майнкрафт добавят телескоп, благодаря которому вы сможете что? Разглядеть вещи подробнее. И для него нужны будут эти кристаллы. О, житель, о, курица. О, разоритель. Это прекрасно, действительно.
It's such a useful item.
Это настолько полезное.
And the cool thing is that, so yes, you use the crystal shards to craft them, but you also need something more, and that's also a new thing that we added.
И это полностью новая вещь, которую мы добавили. Итак, что же это может быть? Они добавили новую руду. Это медь. Медь. Медь в Майнкрафт. Медь.
It's copper.
That's amazing.
Да ладно.
Yes, it's new ore.
Это невероятно просто.
You saw the copper ore in the video. And a very interesting thing with the copper ore is that it generates in a different way. So normal ores often generate like an ore blob, but copper is different. So imagine that you are out mining and you see copper ore. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna mine the copper. And then you see some stone. It's like, they look a bit different. So you continue to mine. And then you find another copper ore. And you probably go like, okay, I think I found a copper vein. So we're actually adding ore veins to Minecraft. And like they really add so much to mining. It gets so interesting because it's kind of like following a trace when you mine. And they tie so well to the pillar we have about adding strategy to mining.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you've personally wanted copper in the game since you start, maybe before you started?
Yeah, you mentioned it once or twice.
Well, maybe a few times.
Это просто.
I think I got inspired by the pretty copper roofs in Stockholm, and they are all green because we have so many like old buildings here. And we
рассказывают про то, что в Стокгольме есть некоторые крыши, которые сделаны из меди, но они сейчас выглядят зеленые, потому что медь И это добавлено в Майнкрафт, потому что медь окисляется на воздухе, приобретая зеленую тень. И тут сказали, что это будет добавлено в Майнкрафт.
Like a house and like, oh, the roof turned all green, and then you know that that house has been there for a really long time.
Да ладно? Вы серьезно? Вы серьезно? Нет, я не могу. Моджинг это просто что-то. Что вы творите с нами, люди добрые? Это великолепно.
And copper won't only be used for the telescope. You actually have another really cool thing that you'll be able to craft with it.
Yeah. So Jens talked a bit before about these design principles that we have in Minecraft. And one of them is that if something bad happens, the player either caused it or it has a way to sort of avoid it. And one of those exceptions, for example, is lightning striking. Now, some people like to build wooden roofs in Minecraft. Some even build wall roofs.
Looking at me,
Right.
it's not at all like the grandest castle in my realm actually has a roof fully built of wool.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No,
but
we did get some fires.
yeah, so to try to help the players with that, we are introducing the lightning rod.
Это просто... Это что-то. И что происходит? Так. Что произошло? Они добавили молнии отвод.
Yeah, I think this is a problem that
Что вы
happened to a
творите,
lot of our players.
Моджа?
Even personally, I had this peaceful game that I played with my partner, and it wasn't peaceful. And we went out and we were like looking at animals, collecting a few animals to our base, and we came back and our house was gone. And I was quite confused because I consider myself to be someone who knows a bit about Minecraft, and there are no creepers, there are no Endermen. So what happened? We figured that probably a lightning strike hit and burned down the house, and we were quite traumatized because we were not prepared for this. So I think this lightning rod is really going to help with that.
Yeah, now you don't have to worry about that problem anymore.
No, I'm gonna place like lightning rods everywhere on my wool roof.
Good.
It'll be perfect.
Now, you've introduced a lot of things already, and players already have a lot of trouble with their inventory and the amount of items, but you have an idea for that.
Yes. So, as you know, we keep adding new blocks and new items all the time, and that do create a bit of an inventory problem. And we're aware of that, and we have actually been thinking quite a lot how we can solve it, because we want to have like a good gameplay solution, we want it to be balanced, and we actually have an item in this update that will be really helpful, and it's the bundles.
Bundles. Знакомое слово, что это? Что это? Вы... Что? Что? О боже мой. Что вы творите? Моджик, что вы творите?
Bundles.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's such an elegant solution as well, and I love it. I think we spend a lot of time talking about the inventory problem, and I think one of the biggest takeaways there was that this is not actually one problem. It's constructed from a lot of sub-problems. For example, hotbar management is one problem. Getting a lot of blocks for your huge build somewhere, that's like something the shulkers help with. But I think there is a third sub-problems where every time you leave your base to go exploring somewhere, your inventory keeps getting full of junk. Like, this lot just has 2 flowers. This lot has just 1 seed, right? And I think the bundles are really going to help with that problem.
Yes. So the thing with the bundle is that you can place many different kinds of items in one bundle. So many different kinds of items in one inventory slot. So for example, I can take those 2 flowers and 1 seed and put them in one bundle. It's great.
And you can kind of use them like presents too.
Oh yes, I'm so excited about seeing what players do them in like shopping district, right? You can have the bundle of the day, which has a bunch of things with it, or you can have secret bundles where you have 3 of them in a chest, but you get a random one. I think it's really going to be cool.
Yes, and for example, if your friend has a birthday, you can put like your prettiest item in the bundle because it looks like a gift wrapper, and then you can give it to your friend.
That's so cool.
This
We've talked so much today on the like really game design side, but how do you work on the art side?
We actually have a very close collaboration with the art team, and it's great.
So my job is basically to get an abstract idea and imagine how it would fit into the Minecraft universe and then start sketching it. So once my sketch is finished, I send everything to the 3D artist that is gonna model it and animate it to make it alive.
My job is to bring sketches to life and make them move.
Моя задача
to work
оживить
with a
это
game
все.
that has such a special look, it's amazing. It's a challenge, it's fun, it's sometimes frustrating, but it's very rewarding. I love it.
I make the pixel art of the block, and usually when I create a block texture for a new rock type, it's going to be a lot. Like, I'm going to make 50 iterations of one block because I want to make it right. Every block is like a building block for people's imagination, right? So I try to like pour a lot of love in each block to make sure that people can create what they want.
So I think my favorite thing about the Minecraft look is that it's very unexpected, very unconventional, and that's where like the special comes from.
Minecraft in terms of game art is special because it has such a unique look and it's very restricted. It has to be 3D pixel art and we can only work within those boundaries. So we have to like think inside the box but also outside the box. I've been working on this exciting new mob. This new mob will be the cutest predator ever existed in Minecraft.
This update is incredible. Like, people have been waiting for this for so long.
Они добавляют
and
нового
we're
мода.
finally gonna do it.
Моба.
I hope that the community
Помимо
is
вот этого
really
страшилища.
happy about it. I hope they have a lot of new stuff to play with, and I hope that they're excited to see some concepts as well.
It's so lovely when you can think about all of the different jobs within game development. I love seeing the artists and developers. We all, like across the show, there's so many different types of roles that people have.
Yeah, and it's really awesome to interact with all those roles and have a lot of a back and forth. We're very open in Mojang and getting ideas from all over the place.
Мы
And
берем,
specifically working
мы
with the art
можем
team is
берем
amazing
идеи
as well.
отовсюду, потому
You
что
sort of throw one idea to the air and he draws something and you're like, oh, what is that white thing in your drawing? I didn't even think about it. And it starts so many awesome ideas going. And we even integrated into our prototype process. And actually, I think until I saw those sketches by the art team, I didn't really understand what archaeology in Minecraft even means.
Archaeology?
Yes, so we're actually adding a new system called the archaeology system. In this system, you're basically going to find these excavation sites all throughout your world. And you can make this new tool called the brush that is going to help you uncover the mysteries of all these dig sites. So you come to one of these ancient structures and you can sort of use the brush to clear away some of the rubble that may have collapsed in those structures. And sometimes you might even find something shiny inside them. But, and this is important, if you are not careful enough, like in real life, you can destroy that artifact. And when that artifact is gone, that artifact and all the secrets it held are gone forever. But if you're careful enough, if you take your time and you're deliberate, you can get some of those hidden artifacts. And for example, here we got a ceramic shard, which is basically how whoever lived here used to tell and pass on their stories.
I love the story sides of the archaeology. Because we often talk about that we want to deepen the mystery in Minecraft. And when you find these hidden artifacts, you kind of find like connections and hints. And we will never tell the full story, but these will inspire the players to tell their own stories about their own Minecraft worlds.
Exactly. I think it's going to be really exciting to see what players do with them. For example, here we see an exhibition that someone built for this, where he can compare all the different clues he finds, right, and try to preserve whatever was down here, and he can compare what we found with whatever new thing, and sort of try to connect the pieces, right? And here we see those pieces connected in a clay pot, actually trying to reconstruct them back. And you can create that however you like. You can create your own stories or try to guess how those pieces used to connect.
Yeah. It's also so fun to be very creative with these new pots because you can put the shards in any way you want.
Exactly, and when you're pleased with your creation, you can fire them up and you have your own painted clay pot.
Pretty. So, Nir, is this programmer art still?
Yeah, the art we're seeing is still work in progress. But I
Я,
personally
честно
like the
скажу,
dragon.
я
I
в
think it's
шоке,
cute.
я
Yeah,
не
it didn't
знаю.
say programmer art,
Я,
it's pretty.
я молчу, можно обжарить их, их можно соединять, это
archaeology is amazing. I mean, the excavation site is so incredible.
Это, наверное, одно из крупнейших, это, наверное, крупнейшее обновление Майнкрафта за всю его историю, честно. Тут добавлено все и вся.
Archaeologists from all around the world, and it's been honestly, I sort of feel like I got so passionate about it myself that their passion sort of stuck to me, and it was so amazing to learn more about this, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
And you have a dev diary coming out on our YouTube channel where you kind of explore all of the archaeology even more.
Yeah, it's honestly really exciting. So I had so much fun with this, and I learned so much that I decided that it can't stop with me. So we're gonna do a dev diary when we're actually gonna talk to those archaeologists. And actually, we might even get to visit some interesting locations.
That is amazing. Well, it feels
Это...
very sad, but we're almost out of time. But we've been hinting at a new mob, like over the course of the show, like 3 or 4 times. So are you gonna tell us about it now, please?
Yes, now we're gonna tell you. It's the cutest predator you will ever meet.
Так. Аксолотли. Боже мой, это действительно самые милые существа в Майнкрафте. Я не знаю, Они добавили аксолотли. Я не знаю точно, как правильно поставить ударение, но это просто что-то.
I feel like there's only one sound I can make after seeing that, which is like...
It's so cute. It's so adorable. The axolotls.
How did you decide on axolotls?
So, when we add a new mob to Minecraft, we really wanted to have like its own unique character. We wanted to have purpose. And it's also a very good thing if it happens to be ugly cute. And the axolotl is perfect. It has all of these things. Well, I guess on the ugly cuteness, it might be quite a big emphasis on the cute side, but still. And we actually had a brainstorm in the team. So we were like, okay, we're gonna add goats, but we want to add another animal. And then one of the developers posted like a big picture of an axolotl, and we all went like, yes,
this right now.
It's like the definition of ugly cute. It's like made for Minecraft.
Perfect.
And then we also found out that axolotls are endangered in the real world, and we think it's good to add
Они хотят, как сказать, обратить внимание на то, что аксолотли исчезают в реальной жизни, то есть они...
Yeah, so the axolotls, as you saw in the video, they live in the lush caves and they really add a lot of life to the lush caves. And there's also a bucket of axolotl.
I didn't think
Bucket
it
of
should later, but
that is
Мешок аксолотлей.
it's so cute. So when you're walking around in a lush cave and you see some axolotls, then you can actually scoop them up in your bucket and take them with you. So maybe you build like a pretty aquarium for them in your base, or maybe you bring them to your ocean adventure.
Аксолотли, это ну...
And now I see why you're calling them the
Они
cutest
бьют.
predator you'll ever meet.
Exactly. So when you scoop them up in a bucket, you can actually create your own axolotl army, basically, and charge into the oceans with them, and they will help you fight various, well, they'll attack cute fish as well, but they'll help you fight the drowns and the guardians, and they're actually quite useful when fighting guardians, because they have this special
Они
ability
говорят про то,
that
что
whenever they take
эти
damage,
аксолотли
they
могут
sort of
атаковать,
play
если вы
dead,
берете их
and
в
when
ведро и
they're playing
обратно
dead, no
выливаете,
mob will actually
то
attack
это по
them.
сути чуть ли
So
не
they have
ваша
this time to
армия.
regen back, help, and then jump back into the fight together with you. And if you learn how to cooperative with them really well, they might even heal you during the battle.
That is so cool. But okay, so you added like you added these two mobs that are like as different as possible with the warden and the axolotl.
Yes. So this update is actually a lot about contrast, which is great because it creates like a dramatic player experience, which is so good. So we're like updating the highest heights of Minecraft with the mountains. We're updating like the deepest of the caves. We have this terrifying warden, the cutest axolotl, and also in the caves, like the lush caves are very light and welcoming, and then the deep dark is
Честно,
super scary and challenging.
I guess we can't
Они говорят
forget
про
our
то,
little
что
goat in there. It's kind of the in between.
они обновляют и они передвигают. Тут у них даже шкала есть от милейшего до милейшего и страшного. И это вообще удивительно. И сейчас объявят результаты. А, нет. Решили, сейчас покажут все о чем говорили сегодня. Это вот эти пещеры. Это намного улучшенная генерация пещер. Это козлики, которые прыгают и которые могут вас сбивать, если вы невнимательны. Это Minecraft Dungeons, но новый DLC пак, если я не ошибаюсь. Это аметистовые. Не знаю, как это называется. Это медь. Вы слышите это слово? Медь. Сам факт того, что она была добавлена. Медные пластины, ступеньки. Их окисление, причем не одномоментно, а именно вот такое вот постепенное. Это специальные системы для создателей, которые позволяют вам что-то создавать свое. Это новый модель Axolotl, который является чуть ли не который действительно вот настолько.
Before we get to our bomb vote, I think there's one more question people are really gonna want to know. When are we gonna get the caves and the cliffs update?
It's a good question. So
Когда мы получим?
We plan to release it summer 2021. And this actually is really good, as I mentioned in the beginning.
Только летом 2021 они планируют его выпустить. То есть нам еще немало ждать этот выпуск. Но это действительно это головокружительная вещь. То, что они сделали.
I think Tiny Agnes has been a bit mean this year, so I think you should open it, Nina. You should announce the winner. Yes.
Я знаю уже результат, потому что я захожу в Твиттер постоянно, но сейчас мы узнаем результаты голосования. Победитель это светящийся сквид. Теперь в Майнкрафт будет добавлен светящийся сквид. Абсолютно разработчики говорят, что это было абсолютно не... Это было абсолютно, это как сказать... Удивительно то, что выбрали его. Да, Glue Squid. И это...
The axolotls are predators, so I'm not sure.
The axolotls might actually attack them.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll see. I'll talk to them.
Think about it.
Yes.
We have committed to a lot of things, so I think we need to get work on all of the things that we've shown in
Вот
the
это
show.
прекрасное мероприятие Майнкон, мне кажется.
Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios, thank you so much. Bye.
Что я могу сказать? Minecraft Live закончился. Это было что-то невероятное. Я хочу сказать, что это было что-то невероятное. правда, я... Без каких-то вот... Без каких-то вот слов, что это вот... Я хочу сказать, что это было действительно невероятно. Я шокирован вот этим вот, то, что здесь происходит. То, что вообще сегодня произошло, это, не знаю, это... я считаю, что нам нужно переварить эту информацию. Нам нужно отправиться спать. Для начала кому-то спать, кому-то только ложиться спать, у кого-то уже давным-давно за полночь. У меня уже около часа за полночь. Но тем не менее, то, что сейчас произошло, то, что мы сейчас завершилась только что буквально трансляция. И я хочу сказать, это нечто, это просто все, что будет. Просто спасибо. Ну, это пока что все, что я могу сказать. Спасибо большое за то, что вы пришли. Спасибо за то, что посмотрели. Я тоже отключаюсь.